there comes a point in our spiritual journey where we understand we need not to forgive. Why? Because God does not forgive. Contrary to popular belief, there is no forgiveness within God because God sees you as abundant. God sees you as perfect. There is nothing to forgive. You're the only person who sees yourself as lack, who sees yourself as I don't have, who sees yourself as I must do. God says you're that which is my abundance. How could you ever be void of anything? There's nothing to forgive. For forgiveness, the indicator of forgiveness is the enabling of being apologetic. And being apologetic means I've done something wrong, therefore I'm sorry. Well, if God does not perceive in right and wrong separation, duality, then there's no apologizing and there's no forgiveness. Because forgiveness and apologizing, they're in a relationship. Well, if you don't have one, you don't have the other. That's how it works. It either is or it's not. In God, there's oneness. In God, it's I see you as abundant. You can do no wrong in my eyes. You can only do wrong in your eyes. We are the ones that judge, especially when we transcend. People think that God is going to be the one that's judging when we're in the astral realms reviewing our life. God is not capable of judging. It's only the ego that projects these traits onto God. It's us that's doing the judging. We are the ones that's looking at our life and we're saying, I could have did that better. I could have did that better. I could have did that better. God is just saying, come on home. Come on home, my child. It's okay. It's okay. But God, I shouldn't have said that to her, God. No. It's okay. When she comes over here, she'll see why. Just come home. No, I got to do better. I got to do better. Give me another lifetime. When you really see what goes on in the astral realms, because I'm a frequent astral projector. When you see what goes on in the astral realms, you will find out that people are addicted to earth. That's what Buddha was saying when he said, release yourself from desire, for desire leads to suffering. People took it as the earthly desires, like addictions to sex and addictions to food and addictions to this and that. No, it's the addiction to come back. It's the addiction to incarnate. People are addicted to coming to earth. So when you understand all of this, you'll know, oh, all I have to do is shift my perception of everything and actually put on God's glasses. It's a consciousness. And it comes to a point where you have to choose whether you want to be on this path or not. Because it's a consciousness. I tell people all the time, it's like, when you want to be successful in this world, what do? You put on the mind of a successful person. That's what they tell us. If you want to be someone who is good with finances, we tell you to save your money more. Read up on books about finances. Take financial literacy classes. What does that do for you? It guides you to putting on the consciousness of someone who is financially stable. Well, it's the same thing with spirituality. As above, so below. You must put on the consciousness. You can't say, oh, I'm going to do this halfway and then I'm going to do this halfway. And, I'm going to love here, but that person did me wrong, so I'm not going to love them. I'm going to forgive myself if I do something wrong, but I'm just going to understand that God is limitless and God needs not forgiving. No, you have to really choose if this is the path that's serving for you. You have to take it all the way there. And you ask yourself, okay, how would God view this situation? Say you're in a situation where you need a specific amount of money to pay some bills. First, you sit down and you ask, how would God view this situation? Well, God will say, I don't need anything because I have everything. Oh, that's very helpful, God. That our ego and our spite. That's very helpful, but I need the money now. How is it going to work now? Well, God will say, understand that this world operates off of opportunity. So if you put on the consciousness of someone who doesn't need anything, then you can project that opportunity into your exterior reality. For as above, so below, and the divine law, what you see is what you are. Reality is based upon your own perception. So God will guide you to a 3-day course of its own. And within 3 days, allow many opportunities pop up in front of you. All you have to do is walk up to them and grab them. It could be an opportunity in form of a person. Y'all can get some good conversation in, and now y'all are friends, and now y'all want to move on a particular business path, or maybe they inspired you to do something. Maybe you were scrolling and you just felt this pull to stop on this one video. There's many opportunities, but if you just block it out and say, God, I'm broke though. Give me that bread. God is not going to enable lack mindset. It's not going to enable lack activity. No, it's not just going to hand you money if it knows you're still going to have the same problem. See, God is not basically anchored in time. So if it knows that if I give you this set amount of money for this bill, but you don't put on the consciousness that's actually going to solve the issue, I know 3 weeks down the line you're going to have the same issue. And then 3 weeks down the line you're going to have the same issue. And then 3 weeks down the line you're going to have the same issue. Well, no, we're going to break the cycle now. Put on the consciousness, grab this opportunity, and then you'll find out that you are abundant. You'll see yourself as I do. It's very, very important, and I cannot stress this enough. You must put on the consciousness of a spiritual master. Okay, stop lollygagging, to speak plainly, to speak bluntly. However you feel like Buddha and Yeshua and Krishna and Yogananda and Muhammad did it, try to do it that way, but add your own sauce, because you are the new master, you are the new Messiah. Okay, stop going to some book, because the book is basically a capsule in time. We're asking you to be timeless. That's how they did it. Follow on that pathway for as long as it serves, but don't allow it to be a crutch. Become the light. Okay, they did this and they said they stopped here. That's where they met the most resistance. Well, with the new information that we have now, because we have a completely new stratosphere of information. So obviously something from thousands and thousands of years ago is not going to be able to apply today. I don't care how powerful you think it is. Spiritually, some things can apply, some things won't. But as it pertains to our day-to-day actual life, a lot of the things in these old history books are not going to apply today. I don't care what religion it's a part of. I don't care who wrote it. It's about progression. Can you obviously and actually think an angel was like, oh my gosh, I need that book. That one book that one person made, that one angel. Oh my, remember that one book that Archangel Michael made? We gotta have that book. No other being of the beyond is relying outside of itself but humans and beings of density. I thought you wanted to go home though. I thought you wanted to go back to heaven. Well, no one up there is relying on something outside of themselves. Why are you? And really ask yourself, when someone says stop relying on a book or stop relying on something outside of yourself, ask yourself, who's the person that's telling me to keep doing it? Keep doing it. Who's the person that's telling me to keep at it? Who's the person that's telling me that no, you must rely on this. Don't release yourself from this. Don't release yourself from this. You're going to die. You're going to burn. You're going to go here. You're going to go there. Who is the person that's telling you that this is going to happen? Because it surely can't be of God. Because if God sees you as abundant, if God sees you as love, then what is this other voice that's telling me I'm going to die if I don't appreciate and become a crutch with this book and with this piece of information? Because you have to anchor what limitless actually is. The moment a person says, I'm only going to follow this doctrine and this religion and this form of ideology, you instantly limit God. Instantly. Look up the definition of what limitless is and what limited is. The moment you say this is the only way, but God says everything can be a way if you see it as I do. The moment you say, no, God, look how egotistical humans are. No, God, this is the way. No, my child, everything is love. You can't say that person over there isn't my child. Oh, no, I didn't say that. Well, that's what you said because you said you don't want to follow them and listen to what they have to say. At least listen. That's my child. I gave them something that I can't give you because I know you're not going to be receptive to it. receptivity. So, truly put on the mind of God, and also put on God's glasses. If you're interested in booking a one-on-one session with me, click that link in the bio. And if you're interested in joining our mystery school, also click the link in the bio. But first DM me and I'll give you our free 3-day course, because if you aren't willing to integrate at least 3 days to God, why are you trying to join the mystery school? With that, we say welcome home.